everybody. Welcome back to DIY Builds in the great state of Texas. My name is Phil, your host, and my co-host Duke is around here somewhere. So maybe we'll see him later on today. What I wanted to talk to you guys about today was painting your projects, maybe adding some color to your projects. I've seen a lot of guys will take just the regular ammunition box or the black box like this one right here and just throw some parts in it and call it a day, or you guys will do the green boxes, and that's great, that's awesome. But if you want to add a little flair to your project or some style, or you're making a theme box like an NFL or some kind of character or something, I'm going to show you guys how to add some color to your boxes. Now, what I wanted to show you here was you got to start with the right equipment. And the first thing you're going to have to do to paint your boxes is you want to get you some Scotch-Brite heavy-duty green pads. And what you're going to use those for is you want to scuff up the surface. These boxes, especially the plastic ones, come with a UV coating on it to protect it from the sunlight, and paint does not like to stick to that coating. So what you're going to do is take your Scotch-Brite pad. Now you only want to do it to places that you're actually going to be painting. Now this box here is going to be a Buffalo Bills box for one of my clients that I'm making. So we're going to paint the whole surface. We're actually going to paint the handle, and the latches are going to be blue, and along with the speaker grills are going to be blue, and the rest of the body is going to be red. So what you're going to do, and you've seen this in some other videos, take your Scotch-Brite pad. Now also, you want to go in the same direction. You don't want to sit there and do swirls, because that might come through your paint. So you're just like sanding wood. You kind of want to go one direction, but make sure you get all the surfaces. And you get the idea. I'm going to finish this one up later. And anyway, I'm going to show you real quick. This one's going to be really cool. This is actually going to be the back. This one is going to have a FM radio tuner with Bluetooth built in. The speakers are going to be on the front, and we're going to have some logos on the side. And on the back, we're going to have a nice big Buffalo Bills logo. I think that's going to look really, really cool. Again, the box is going to be this color red, and everything else is going to be blue. But that's another project for another day. But basically, what you want to do is, after you get everything done, again, I'll show you this again. This is going to be multi-layered. So what I've learned the hard way is you want to go ahead and mask off the body and do the small pieces first. And so what I'm going to do is go ahead and start masking off the handle, of the body, and just expose the handle and the latches. And again, hit them with the Scotch-Brite pad, and it's going to look really, really good. And then when you're going to start taping off your box, well, let's talk about tape for a minute. And again, these are just, I'm no expert, this is just things that I've learned. Well, number one, well, there's Duke. Hello, Duke. We've got a surprise visit from Duke. So we'll take a break for a minute, say hello to Duke. Everybody, you know Duke. He's a Texas cat, real famous here on YouTube. And always getting in my way, aren't you? Yeah, you crazy cat. Alright, Duke, we need to talk, okay? Be back with you in a minute. For those of you who don't know, it's your first time seeing my videos. I got Duke when he was a baby. He would fit in the palm of your hand. He was about 2 weeks old when I got him. He was born to a stray. He lived outside. And I brought the stray in, and I actually nursed him from a bottle. And again, he probably sit in the palm of your hand. Now look at this big cat. And Duke is 7 years old, and he's a camera hog. He loves being on camera. So, all right, Duke, we'll visit with you in a little bit, okay? All right. You go over here for a little bit. Don't mess up the sticker. Okay. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, as they say. You're going to want to be able to tape off your project, and I have different tapes here to show you. Number one, this is clear packing tape, and right here somewhere I have some duct tape, but let me see here if I have some duct tape. Anyway, do not use duct tape on your project, do not use clear tape on your project. Duct tape is going to leave a residue all over your project, and clear tape is not going to seal very well. It's going to be hard to get off, and the paint might bleed under the tape. So don't use clear tape, just for packing your boxes when you ship off your designs to your new customers. Now, this is regular masking tape, and it's okay. It's not really ideal. I mean, it'll do the job. It's not perfect. I mean, I actually got this at the dollar store. And it has its uses, and I'll show you that in a minute. But as far as masking off your project, do a really good job. You really need to spend the money and get the professional blue painter's tape by Scotch brand. This is made to seal the edges, and the paint's not going to bleed underneath it. It's going to give you a nice crisp edge, and the nice thing, it comes in different widths. I like the narrow width here for getting into smaller places, and I just tried using this larger width, and it's perfect for covering, again, the larger areas, and it works absolutely fantastic. It seals really good. And let me show you what it looks like when you mask off your project. I've got another one here that I'm doing. This is another box I'm working on for somebody else. Now, they want the handle, the latches, and the hinge and the speaker grills painted only. So you can see here I've masked it all off, and what I did was I did use the masking tape only in the places where I might have an edge showing through or some black showing through, and I went ahead and just popped that tape on there. And I also used it between the blue tape and the newspaper. Now, I mainly use the tape all over the top because I really need to be real precise here, especially around the handle and things like that, and around the latches you can see here. And you want to take your time when you're doing some masking like this, especially if you don't want to paint certain areas. Now, if you want to paint the whole box one color, you're good to go. But if you're like me and you're doing multiple colors like this, take your time. Another good tool to use is get you an X-Acto knife with a good blade on it. Now, the cool thing about this is you have a blunt edge as well as a sharp edge, and you can actually use the blunt edge to get in here and push the tape into the seams without actually cutting the tape. Now, if you need to cut the tape, obviously you switch it around, but you can use the blunt edge, like right here, to push it into these seams here and go around a corner to get a real nice sharp edge. And it's a really must-have tool. Only costs a few dollars at the office supply store, maybe Walmart. I'm sure even carries these, but I've had this one for several years. This is called an art knife. I believe I got this at Hobby Lobby, probably $5 or $6. And you also want to get you some X-Acto blades. This is a pack of 100 that I bought. It's even got a little area here to throw the blades away. And again, I've had these for several years, and they work really well. And you can see right here, I've got this box nice and taped off, and I use newspaper for the majority of the body. That way you're not wasting your tape, because this tape is expensive. I mean, it's about $6 or $7 a roll, so you don't want to cover the whole box with tape unless you just want to. But what I do, I go down to get something local supermarket, and they have these classifieds that are free, these free sheets. So I just get me about a dozen of these pre-classified newspapers, and just get a whole bunch of those and use that to mask off your project, and it works really, really well. And again, I have the hinge exposed. This is what I was requested. And what I'm actually doing here, you can see this is the box that I had made for them originally. And I went ahead and started taking it apart, took the parts out. This one had the radio here and the other things and the switches. And excuse me, I've been sick. And I'm also going to sand up the speakers here with a Scotch-Brite pad and paint the speakers. They want a black and gold theme for high school, and we're actually going to move the speakers to the front of the box. That's what we're starting with, a new box. And I think it's going to look really, really cool. So you're going to see these designs in a couple of weeks. I'll do a video for each one of these, that and the Buffalo Bills box. But alright guys, that's prepping for paint. And now let me show you some of the products you're going to need to actually paint your project. and be very successful. So I'll be right back. Okay, everybody, I'm back, and we're going to see what kind of things you're going to need to work on your project. Now, the main thing you're going to want to do before you paint is we're going to use an adhesion promoter. And I got two types here. One of them I believe I got from Amazon. The other one I think I found at a local auto parts store. And what the adhesion promoter does is it's like glue for paint. It preps the surface, makes it sticky, and especially here where it says binds the vinyl, plastic, and fiberglass. Again, paint does not like to stick to plastic very well, so you want to use a good adhesion promoter. It's very easy to use. You're going to shake it up just like spray paint for about a minute or so, and just put a real light coat, and then you're going to let that coat sit for about 10 minutes. You have to sit for 10 minutes. Once the coat sits for 10 minutes, then you put on your base coat, and then go ahead and put on your color coat after the base coat. Now, I forgot to grab the paint, but normally what I do, especially if you're painting black parts, like these right here, or any kind of dark colored parts, you're going to want to paint them white first. Either a white primer, or I use white paint first, because if you just paint over the black, your paint's going to look very dark, and it's not going to be bright and shiny the way you want it to look. So what you're going to do is go ahead and, like today when I paint this, I'm going to use the adhesion promoter first, wait about 10 minutes, I'm going to apply my white coat of paint, pardon me, I'm going to let that dry for about 8 hours, maybe 9 hours, maybe even tomorrow. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to use my color coat. And for this particular one, I was requested to use this gold glitter paint, but you can use whatever kind of paint you'd like. So that's what's going on this one. Now, after you apply your paint coat, you need to protect the paint. It can be chipped very easily. So let your paint dry about 24 hours, and you want to get you a clear coat. Now, I got this at the hardware store. I believe this is sold at Walmart. Shakes up just like paint can, and you apply it just like paint. And one coat of this will give you double the coverage. That's why I like the Painter's Touch by Rust-Oleum. And the clear coat is going to dry, and it's going to protect your paint, and it's also going to give it a pop. It's really going to make it shine. And I'll give you a perfect example of that. Let me find my radio real quick. This is one here. Now, I'll show you what a good paint job looks like. If you guys have seen the video, this one I did. I think this one came out really, really good. And the color was kind of flat when I first laid it on. When I put the clear coat on here, it just really, really popped. Made everything nice and shiny. Protects the paint. And I even did the back here, recharge the battery. But I think this paint job came out really, really good. I love the way it looks on these speakers. A little bit dusty, because I had it kind of out in the open. But I think it was really, really fantastic. And just a sneak preview, guys, this is the color that I'm going to be painting my speaker grills on my Mega Build. So those of you who know about my Mega Build, little preview of coming attractions. I think it was really, really good. Now, one thing I did screw up on, and I'll show you guys right here. You see a little black that's showing through right here? That's where the hinge actually rotates. And I didn't realize that when it rotated, it's going to peel the paint off right there. That's a boo-boo I made. Was right here. I didn't have the tape very good, and the white paint actually bled through when I was masking off the handles and the latches. So, just you live and learn. But I think this one came out really, really good. Again, I love this paint job. I really think it looks fantastic. So anyway, if you guys want some painting results like this, just follow these steps. I hope it helped. Please leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think. And find me on Facebook at I Love All Things Radio. I'm also on Instagram, DIY_boom_boxes. So if you want to see some of my photographs there and talk to me there, that's perfectly fine. But I hope I answered some questions about doing a beautiful paint job on your stuff here. I need to dust this thing. Thanks for watching. Again, come here, Duke. Come here. See if I can get Duke to come back. Say hello one more time. Let me Set this aside here. Come here, Duke. Come on. Come on. Come on, Duke. There he comes. Come on. There we go. Everybody's always wanting to request Duke, so here's Duke. No, Duke, people don't want to see your rear end. Anyway, say hi, Duke. So for Duke, my name is Phil, DIY Boomboxes in Texas. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. I try to put a video out at least once a week and try to keep you all informed to keep my channel active. And I hope I'm helping you guys build your projects. And if you'd like to purchase a project from me or commission me to make you one, I'll do the best I can. I can do sports teams. I can do superheroes. I can do custom paint jobs. I mean, I'll do the best I can. I'm supposed to be doing an Air Force box pretty soon. You saw I'm doing Buffalo Bills box right now. So please let me make you a box. If you don't have the skills or the time, if you want something customized, and if you're a builder, hey, let me see some of your projects. Post them on I Love All Things Radio at my Facebook page. I'd love to see them. I love seeing you guys' work. It's fantastic. And if I helped you out, please let me know as well. If any of my tips have helped you to build something, please let me know. Let me know that I'm doing a good job out here. So you guys have a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you later.